Hello YouTube, just wanted to try to answer some questions about my Alesis Strike Pro SE setup. I got this kit new from Sweetwater about a year ago, and so far no major issues, but you can definitely tell I've done some modifications, and I just wanted to talk you through what's going on, what I did to change the kit up. First thing I did was I ditched the rack. The rack seemed fine, no issues with it. I'm just not a fan of drum racks in general, so I got rid of that. First thing I got was a Ludwig double tom stand, which is nice because it's got the third hole for the cymbal arm. So that's super solid, it's double braced, all that stuff. Works really well so far. And then I ordered another clamp that just attaches to a cymbal stand that I already have to hold what is my 12-inch tom. And I had an old Star Classic tom arm, but I didn't have the ball and arm, just the clamp part. So I ordered a Gibraltar ball, and that worked fine. I switched out the stock hats for the Roland VH10s. Just couldn't get the stock hats working. And my stock ride cymbal worked fine, but I've heard so many horror stories about it eventually dying, so I just decided to skip the drama and go straight to a Roland ride cymbal. And just for space reasons, I got rid of my bass drum and went with I think that's a KD7 Roland little trigger unit, just for, like I said, space. I like the look of the bass drum, but I don't really feel like carrying around a 20-inch electronic bass drum is ideal. Plus I have some ideas for live things where the setup might be nice. And then a little stand to put my brain on, and that little single arm thing, sometimes I put the small tom over, like to have a floor tom on each side, just to mess around with it. And I also sold my 8-inch drum. Not a fan of the 8-inch tom, so I sold the 8 and got a 12 to replace it. So my rack toms are 10, 12, and then 12, 14 floor. I should point out that the Alesis tom mounts take a 9.5 millimeter rod, so definitely make sure if you're gonna do any sort of changing or adding, get the 9.5, not a 10.5. Like I think DW is like a 10.5. It's too fat, it won't fit. 9.5. Gibraltar makes a bunch of 9.5 stuff, and Ludwig does too. Those are the two brands I found the most options with. I should also mention that shortly after getting the Strike Pro SE, I took the extra step and got Superior Drummer 3 to use more for recording stuff. I don't think I'll do much with using that live if I ever use this stuff live, but for recording it just sounds a lot better to my ears than what's in the module, even though I do think the module sounds really good. So I just record into my DAW through the module USB into my PC computer, and then I open Superior Drummer 3 as a plugin, and it's all recorded as MIDI, and then that makes it super easy to edit and switch sounds. It's, you know, if you love the whole kit except the ride cymbal, just switch the ride cymbal. It's amazing. So that's what I've done on most of my cover songs, has been ST3 triggered with the Strike Pro SE. So if you ever have any questions about anything, feel free to ask it in a video and I'll be happy to try to help. Hope that answers some of your questions, and have a great day.